Act 11, Scene 1. Welcome to the hospital waiting room, where every face is a concerned face. Who knows what's on the minds of these worried people? They keep busy in different ways. Some read, a few watch television, one lady knits. Enter us, the kids from room 202. We sat quietly, kind of looking around, anxiously awaiting the outcome of Mr. Terrup's surgery. Was it even okay to talk? I wondered. A lot of other people from school sat waiting, hoping for Mr. Terrupt. Mrs. Williams and her red-haired secretary, Mrs. Barton, waited. Mr. Loomis and Mr. Ruddy sat and waited. Everyone at school liked Mr. Terrupt. That was just another testament to him. Technically, today was a school day, but Mrs. Williams helped us make arrangements to be here. I can't make this a school-sponsored field trip, she said, told us about a week ago. At that point, we knew when Mr. Trupp's surgery had been scheduled, and Mrs. Williams realized our entire class planned to be there. I can't have all of you climb onto a bus and be taken to the hospital, she suggested. Our parents can drive us there, Anna suggested, and we can help each other with rides. I like that idea, Mrs. Williams said. Then you can leave when you want, or not go at all if you'd rather not. I thought about Jeffrey. Mrs. Newberry, Miss Kelsey, and Mrs. Warner also came. The school was able to provide substitutes for their classes, but not everyone's. I expect all the teachers would have been there if it weren't a school day. That was when I realized that Mr. Terrupt didn't have any family present. Not one person. I thought of his desk back in our classroom. Every teacher had family pictures on his or her desk. Not Mr. Terrupt. And there were only 2 flower arrangements in his hospital room, one from Miss Newberry and one from Snow Hill School. But no mom or dad were sitting next to his bed. How had I missed it? Not one family picture? Not one family member visiting or waiting next to me? Did he even have a family? I wondered. Had my mother noticed and not said anything? Had any of my classmates had the same thoughts? All of a sudden, there was so much I didn't know about my beloved teacher. I just wish he'd open up more and give me a chance, I heard Miss Newberry say. She was talking quietly to Mrs. Williams. He was beginning to let me get close. I don't know what he was so afraid of. Or what he's hiding, Mrs. Williams added. I just want the chance, Miss Newberry said. I care about him so much, and so do these kids. He better pull through. I heard Miss Newberry's voice crack. Mrs. Williams put an arm around her. They were quiet. I suddenly had a lot of unanswered questions going through my mind, but none of them mattered if Mr. Terrupt didn't make it through the surgery. How long will his operation take? Anna asked. She didn't realize she had blurted this out until she met our startled looks. Thanks, Anna, I thought. The perfect candidate to break our silence. 8 hours, Luke said. Less if it goes well. More if there are any complications. Silence again.